All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to go over certifications and all the craze about certifications that everyone seems to have and explain to you guys that certifications aren't all up the way everyone thinks it's how nice it is. But in reality, certifications are just a tool set to get you to your career because everyone thinks, hey, I'm going to get this certification. I'm going to do that with this certification. I'm going to do this and feel as if like the certification is the only thing they need to break into tech, but in reality, the certification is only just to solidify your skills, right? The thing with certifications is it doesn't give you experience. No matter what people tell you, no matter what people say, it doesn't give you experience, right? And if your ultimate goal is to work in tech to provide value to these corporations, you have to first learn the skills that are required for the job, right? And that's the first thing you guys have to understand is if you guys aren't learning the required skill sets, then certifications just aren't going to help you. It doesn't matter. Like certifications, like for example, the CCNA. You get the CCNA certifications, cool. I know people who have CCNA certifications, but if you ask them to configure something on the CLI, they're like, I don't know. So how does that work, right? Because when you go into the position in that job, they're gonna ask you. You're gonna be expected to know those certain topics and certain things that you have to do on the job. So if you guys aren't learning those things, then it's gonna be a difficulty, right? So I think certifications, in my honest opinion, to a certain extent, are overrated, right? Are they nice to have? Are they a nice goal to reach? Sure. But the issue with certifications is it makes you think that you have this aura or skill about you that, hey, I have the A plus, Net plus, and Security plus. I know enough to basically get senior level roles or even junior level roles with zero experience, right? And that's the big thing, and people are saying, hey, I need the certification to get the experience. Well, do you? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. This is what you guys need to do. You guys have to build projects first. Projects, projects, projects. Do things as if you're already a professional, right? If you're already a network engineer, build out a network, build out routing, build out VLANs, build out ACLs, build out BGP, build out so many things, DHCP, basically do that, configure things on a lab. And once you actually do that, it's going to be more. Let me tell you this, projects are way more difficult to do than getting a certification. People say, oh my God, I just passed my Security Plus certification. Wow, that was so difficult. But in reality, is that's nice to have. But in reality, if you don't back that up with the actual necessary skills that you need, it's not going to be fruitful for you guys. And that's some of the things that's really hard to understand. People who want to get certifications just to justify their skill sets and be like, hey, I got this, I got that, I got this, and they put all over the wall and they say, hey, I got all this. But if you ask them to do a basic level thing, it's going to be difficult, right? For them to do that because they don't have that level of that projects and experience that they've done to sort of show that, right? So that's why I'm seeing a trend right now. I'm seeing a lot of people. In fact, I see a guy on LinkedIn right now. He had like 7 certifications. He had all the CompTIA certifications essentially. He had a master's degree in cybersecurity and a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity, right? So that's a very big sort of like, credential. That's a lot of credentials to have, right? But still, he doesn't have that necessary skill, right? So when he actually goes to the workforce, it actually does stuff as an engineer, right? And if your goal is to become an engineer, engineers do stuff, right? When we're at our jobs, right, configuring things, programming things, fixing things, troubleshooting things, you are not doing multiple choice questions anywhere, right? You're not learning these sort of terminologies like, oh, what's a mandatory access control? What's this? What's that mean? Oh, like all that stuff can just be Googled and like figured out, right? Or when you go to the company, you can actually see it being implemented. Then you just kind of intrinsically know it already, right? But that comes from actually doing things and fixing things and breaking things. And that comes from doing projects, right? If you don't have experience, do something. Go to Amazon, go to AWS, and build an EC2 instance. If you want to be a network engineer, go to Package Tracer and just lab, right? Build out networks, fix things, try things, build out your own lab network, test things, see why that works, why this doesn't work. Okay, cool. This doesn't work. Let's try that. Because you don't know what you don't know. That's the big thing, guys. You don't know what you don't know, right? And for you doing projects, it's going to open things up to you that you didn't know about, and it's gonna help you sort of learn those sort of things. And it may seem difficult. Like projects is something that is quite difficult to do. I'll be honest, right? Especially when you're new to it, it's gonna be like, oh, I don't know where to go. Should I start here? Should I start there? And your mind starts to race. It starts to get difficult. Like you start to even get headaches. I remember when I first started doing labs on Packet Tracer, I hated doing it. I genuinely hated doing it. I'd rather just like watch YouTube videos or watch like a Udemy course of them just talking about it. But if you say, hey, do it, I was like, I'm not really that interested because it's difficult. You're like, oh my God, I'm configuring. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? But those hard times while you're actually doing the projects is the best time. That's the time when you're actually learning at a very, very high level. Like if there's like levels to learning, that time when you're fixing something that you're spending hours trying to fix and you finally figure it out, that's like a level 9 learning skill. Because once you actually been through that struggle of building something out and you've done it before, not only do you have the confidence that you know you can do it, but also you learn the skill set at the same time and you know it's going to stick because you did it for a while and it was difficult, right? Versus, hey, let me just like memorize this term or learn this term or like, do some practice exams. Like that's cool and all, but certifications, people make it seem as if certifications are the only way to actually learn the skill. And that's just ridiculous. It really is. Certifications are just there to solidify your current expertise and knowledge in a current skill set. That's all it's there for. That's all it's there for. Anyone who tells you you need certifications and that's your only way in, nonsense, guys. Nonsense. So if you guys are working towards certification, I don't want to like have you guys say, okay, I'm done with certifications. I don't want to do it. It's fine to do certifications. I enjoy doing them. It gives you something to look forward to, something to like motivate you towards something, right? But you also have to remember, if your ultimate goal is to get experience and actually bring value to the company, it's gonna be much, much more difficult to do that by just having tons of certifications with lack of experience, right? Um, and another thing is like, for example, if you are a tennis player, right? And all you do is just watch videos of tennis players, you watch the technique, you do that. You take like an exam on how the tennis court works, what's the best plays, what's the best tactics, everything. But then if you go to the actual tennis court and they ask you, hey, can you swing this racket, and you can't swing it, what are you gonna do? So the best way to practice is by doing real world projects, right? And if you guys may ask me, what project should I do? Use ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, hey, I'm trying to become a network engineer. Can you please give me some project ideas? And it'll give you a list of those project ideas. And in those project ideas, you could choose between any one of them, right? Just say, okay, this one looks good. Cool, I'll start on this one. And then at that point, you're okay, cool, I have this whole project in mind, and then you work through it, right? But obviously, like in the beginning, do baby projects, figure out where to go. If you do have questions on what projects to do for a network engineer, just hit me up or hit me up on IG and I can tell you exactly where to go. But guys, it's doing that, right? Doing the projects. And then you're going to get to a point where it gets easier and easier and easier. And you know what the best part about actually doing those is that once you actually get to the interview, it's going to be so much easier to articulate yourself in the interview because you've actually done the projects and you have that experience to back yourself out, right? It's going to be difficult with certifications, right? Because you have all these books that you've been reading, but they ask you, hey, like, what have you done before? You can't really explain yourself, right? So that's really where I stand with certifications. They're nice to have. They're cool. They're a thing that you guys can work towards, and obviously it does add to your resume, of course. But I still believe that actually having project-based experience is way a million times better. It's just better. You can debate me all you want. I still believe that having that experience is just better. So, and that's what I've seen from my sort of years in tech. So, if you guys disagree, if you guys have any comments, please comment down below. I'd love to have a discussion about this. And also, if you do have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. It's going to be on a link down below. If you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. And also in the comment section below, tell me what sort of content you guys want to see, and we'll kind of go from there. So thank you so much for everyone for tuning into this video, and hope you guys have a good day. Peace.